Welcome to this video showing the user experience when a user signs on at their primary workstation. So here we have a Windows 7 workstation. We can see from the start menu that Leanne has logged on at this particular machine, and we know Leanne has a machine called WKS1 as her primary workstation. So just launching the Software Center component from Configuration Manager 2012. Now the reason I'm launching the Software Center is because when I logged into this machine originally to record this video, the application attempted to install itself straight away, so I had to cancel that application installation. So rather than wait a period of time for the application to retry, I'm now going to force the installation. So in a real user experience, the application would have been installed very quickly after logon. Here you can see that I have the failed attempt, which was me cancelling it, so I'm just going to manually force the installation of the application at this point in time. So press the retry button and the application is now installing itself. So the user experience would have actually been a small balloon that popped up in the corner which stated the application is now installing, and then the application is complete. So as you can see, with the application now being completed, we have the GIMP icon on the desktop, and effectively I could launch the application. But what I want to do is just illustrate that the application has been really installed on this machine. So again, if we go and have a look at the properties of the computer, hopefully we'll be able to see that this is WKS1, so just confirming this is the primary device for Leanne. If we also go into the Programs and Features utility, that should actually enable us to see that this application has been actually installed on this machine, so it's a conventional installation. So this is a technique that many organisations would be familiar with in terms of application deployment. So we now launch the application just to confirm the application is going to work successfully. So the application is now loading. It takes a little while to go and register fonts and so on as a first use for the application, but then we should be completed very shortly. So we can now see the application is loaded, and as part of our tests we can go off and interact with the application. So we can go and open a new document, so in this case a new picture, and we could start to edit the picture. So hopefully testing the application, ensuring that it has the functionality and performs as we expect it to. So there we go, with a photo and starting to navigate around the menus, looking at actions that we might want to carry out and perform and edit the photo. So as I said, this would be regarded as a very traditional approach for deploying applications for a whole range of mechanisms that have existed in the past. The key differentiator we have is we can deploy applications in different ways based on the device that the user's connecting from, based on the experience we want the user to have, based on the security requirements that we want. And as we saw when I created the application deployment in Configuration Manager 2012, we defined two deployment types. One was the traditional installation deployment as we have here. The second one being the deployment type of virtual application when you're not using your primary device. So as we can see, the application all seems to be working quite happily, albeit I'm no photo editor, and the behaviour of the application seems to be reasonably well. So we'll just get to the end of working with the application and close the application down. So a successful installation of an application in a traditional way on a user's machine.